Label Bazaar was an idea that was conceived close to 3 years ago, and the reason why it came into, why the first Label Bazaar happened was because I felt like there was a lot of fashion in the world, but not the right fashion was coming to Hyderabad, and that was the idea of why Label Bazaar was conceived. So I've always been a fashion enthusiast, but I truly believe that, why everyone asks me why Label Bazaar and not a fashion designer like how everyone else is, but I never studied fashion, I studied business, and I truly believe that it takes more than, studying business to actually be a fashion designer. I feel like business requires as much creativity as any other creative field does, and I feel like without creativity it's very difficult to take your business ahead. So I feel like both of them go hand in hand. I'm no expert in business, but whatever little business I've learned with my own trial and error, and I think it requires a lot of creativity. So when I started Label Bazaar, I was jumping into a career where, where women and people were curating shows for the past 15-20 years, and I was like not even a graduate trying to put together a show. So you could imagine the kind of pressure that was for me, because everyone was like what is this kid trying to do? It was almost like that, but there were a lot of issues. When I think of it now, they are like, I don't even know how I overcame them. But in terms of, even getting your labor to come and work, getting our first list of designers, and all of this, it was extremely difficult. But today when we look back at it, I don't think it would have come to us any other way. So fashion just happened. So all my life, like every other girl, I loved dressing up, and I was fortunate enough that I could turn that into my career. I think a lot of people don't get that lucky, but fortunately I was lucky enough to kind of turn something that I love into my career. I used to do pistol shooting, and one fine day I was like, I do not want to do pistol shooting because I don't enjoy it as much. So in my family, no matter what we do, we are told to enjoy it, and this was something I enjoyed, which is why my family always encouraged me for it. Before I started Label Bazaar, I started the failures that I was talking about. I started like 3 other things that I used to do. I started an online web portal. I did all of these things as well before I actually reached the point where, there was something that was going on the success route. If there are only ups in a business and no down, there's a problem there. So I feel like that's something that kind of goes without saying, that, you kind of learn from the things that go wrong. So that's what I, take into consideration. And I truly believe entrepreneurship doesn't just come with business. There are many other things that come into force as well. So the founder of Nayaka, Falguni, is an amazing inspiration for a lot of young women out in, in India, not just in India, actually beyond India as well, because she's a right example of as to, how a very small business can actually grow and become so big. And we're, almost, I won't say almost, but we are on our way to being a Sephora of India. So I feel like if you think your idea is out of the box, if you're thinking, oh my God, is this gonna work out or not work out, go for it. Because if it works out, your life is gonna be great. If it doesn't work out, it's going to be a great lesson for you to start something else in your life. Once a woman is self-sufficient, there are a lot of things that, that will stop in the society, whether it's, women being suppressed, whether it's, being in toxic relationships, whether it's any of this. I feel like if a woman is self-sufficient, she can take care of it.
Feministaa Media is creating India's largest ecospace for the most powerful and ambitious working women. To support us and our content, please like, share and subscribe.